I've been thinking a lot about this phrase that we all use, I've lost my confidence. I hear it all the time in emails, comments, and conversations with women in midlife and beyond. And honestly, I've said it myself many, many times. But here's something I've realised, and it may come as a relief to you, as it did to me. We haven't actually lost our confidence. What's happened is that confidence has kind of quietly changed shape, and no one told us that it would. So today I want to share with you why confidence after 50 might not be what you grew up to believe it was, what we've always thought of as confidence, and why you might be far more confident than you actually think, even if you don't always feel it. So when we were younger, confidence was sold to us as something that was loud, something that was visible, something that was really impressive and a performance, really. Confidence looked like speaking up, being fearless, knowing all the answers. It looked like pushing through and being on it all the time. Very kind of masculine sort of energy of push, push, push. And if you weren't those things, well, then you were told that you have to work on your confidence. I remember when I was working being sent on an assertiveness course. But we women over 50 know that it's not that simple, don't we? We've lived through relationships, careers, child rearing, menopause, loss, joy, reinvention. We've survived things younger us never could have imagined. And yet, somewhere in the swirl of life, we look in the mirror and say to ourselves, where has my confidence gone? So here's the truth that I want you to hear. What we call loss of confidence is often simply outgrown confidence. It's not missing, it's evolving. So here's the part that no one talks about. Confidence after 50 isn't a feeling, it's a form of self-trust. It's kind of quieter and steadier. It's more discerning, less about proving ourselves and more about knowing ourselves, I guess. This kind of confidence shows up differently. It shows up in moments such as saying no faster than you used to, or walking away from people who drain you, or refusing roles that just don't feel right anymore. It shows up in taking longer to decide because our decisions matter. It shows us choosing rest over hustle and honesty over other people's approval. These aren't signs of loss of confidence. They're signs of maturity. These are the signs that are shown by a woman who has stopped performing and started living 100% as herself. But because this new kind of confidence doesn't feel like the old kind, the girl boss, the speak up, the lean in variety, we assume something's wrong. Nothing's wrong. You're simply shifting from external confidence to internal confidence. And that is far longer lasting and far steadier because internal confidence is built on self-trust. I'd love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. So why do we feel less confident if we aren't? And this is the bit that trips so many of us up. It's something that I go more deeply into in a free download that I have called Kickstart Your Confidence, because it's important to understand what's really happening. Confidence wobbles in midlife for three main reasons. Hormonal changes affect our memory, sleep, our focus, and our emotional steadiness. But we're not failing. Your chemistry is moving through a major transition. The second thing is that our life roles shift. Children leave home, careers change, relationships and dynamics in relationships evolve. The identities that once defined us kind of loosen. And that can feel really unsettling. And of course, as we've talked about before, society treats older women as if we're fading. And yet inside, we're actually growing. We're growing deeper and wiser and more unapologetic. But there's this tension, isn't there? The inner self expanding while the outer world thinks that we're fading and turns away from us. So, of course, we question ourselves. Of course, we wonder if confidence has just slipped away when we're not looking. But here's the truth. You're not less confident. You're simply becoming more you. And that isn't necessarily what confidence looks like on the outside. That process, that transformation, the shedding, the choosing can feel really wobbly and disconcerting. Transformation always does. If you'd like to explore those shifts more deeply, then the download I mentioned earlier, Kickstart Your Confidence, walks you through why this happens and helps you reflect on the roots of your own confidence story. I'll link it below if you'd like a copy. So if confidence is not loudness or fearlessness or perfection, what is it? Real confidence is the willingness to trust yourself enough to take the next step. Not 5 steps, not a whole life plan, just the next one. The step you can actually see. Confidence might look like sending that email that you need to send, saying yes, saying no, showing up even with butterflies, trying something new because you're curious and you're getting that little nudge that you want to, being visible again, not for other people's approval, but for yourself because it feels right. And let me tell you, at 50, 60, 70 and beyond, this kind of confidence has weight, it has substance, it's rooted, it's lived in, and you've earned it. You don't need to feel confident to be confident. And that's a life changer, isn't it? You just need to trust in yourself that you will know what to do when you get there. So where do we begin? I'd like to offer you just a few gentle ideas that are drawn from conversations I have with women all the time. The first thing is to notice where you already show courage. Believe me, there will be places. Women often dismiss their resilience because it's become ordinary, everyday to them. Stop performing confidence. Wearing a mask of pretend confidence is absolutely exhausting. You know, if you walk into a room full of people and you put that mask on, it's unnecessary. If you're honest about your feelings instead, honesty feels like confidence. It feels like confidence from the inside, and your honesty gives others the chance to drop their masks too. And that's when real connection happens, when everybody drops the masks and is honest. And that is true confidence. Ask yourself, what do I want? Not what you should want, not what you've always wanted, not what other people want for you. What do you want right now? That question alone can shift everything. If you're ready to take this further and to gently rebuild the parts of your confidence that feel shaky, I do offer a deeper guide called Reignite Your Confidence, which walks you through practical steps and actions. But for today, the free Kickstart Your Confidence is more than enough to start. It'll help you understand what's happening beneath the surface, and that's the foundation for everything else. So let me leave you with this today. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not less confident than you should be. You are a woman in transition. You're shedding old roles, old expectations, old versions of yourself, and growing into someone more grounded, more discerning, and more authentically confident. More authentically confident than you've ever been. Confidence after 50 isn't about becoming louder. It's about becoming more you, more authentically you. And that to me is the most powerful kind of confidence that there is. Embrace it. And if this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I love hearing what you have to say and to hear your stories about how you've felt that you've lost your confidence or how you feel that you've regained it. And if you'd like to explore your own confidence journey a little more, the Kickstart Your Confidence download is linked down below. I hope it helps. It's free and it's a lovely next step. Thank you for being here, and remember, you're growing. Even if it all doesn't always feel like it, you're growing and you're okay. Here's to a more confident you.